And there's the first one. Letting off a nice jet, tons of smoke. Nice, nice. Hey guys, welcome back to Jordan vs. Life. Today we're going to be working on an easy building project for our first project. Stay tuned. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so the things you're going to need for this project is a measuring cup, a pan. I got this at Goodwill for about $1. Some stump remover. Mostly what we're after is potassium nitrate inside of it, and this has a good bit. You're going to need sugar, and also you're going to need a stovetop eye. I wouldn't recommend doing it inside because if the mixture goes off while you're cooking it, it could smoke up your house pretty bad. And then you're going to need a container to put it in. Also baking soda if you're going to want to do the test along with me. I'm going to pour the potassium nitrate in a 1/4 cup. Alright, now that we've got it measured out, let's go ahead and pour it in a white cup. And then we'll go ahead and measure out the sugar. Alright, and now that we've got the sugar measured out, let's go ahead and pour it in the white cup. A different white cup. And now, we're going to mix these two together really well. This is a really important part of the step, so don't mess it up. For me to mix it up, I'm just going back and forth to the cups like this. Kind of like how you would do getting an egg yolk out of the white, but a little bit different. And after this, I'm still going to stir it up with a stick just to make sure it's thoroughly stirred. But mostly just a burning nothing. Guys, I forgot to mention, for those of you out there who don't know, it's very bad to ingest. So use a pan that you're not going to ever use again for cooking. Like, you're not going to put anything you're ever going to eat in here, alright guys? I don't want y'all getting sick. Let's go ahead and pour the stuff in the pan. Then we're going to move it right to the eye. While you're doing this, you're going to want to make sure you keep it on a nice low to medium heat. Doesn't have to be anything too specific. But you want to keep sure you want to keep stirring it. You might be thinking like, why are you stirring up powder? That's not going to do anything. But once you stir this up enough and it starts to heat up, the two chemicals will combine and they'll start to make a caramelized. It'll basically look like a peanut butter caramel type thing, and that's what you're looking for. You're going to make sure you get everything. So, funny story. I'm over here stirring for like a good 5 minutes, and I'm wondering, what the heck, why is it not working? Then I realized the extension cord wasn't plugged up to the wall. So, yeah. So, as you can see, the stuff is finally starting to caramelize. See right there? It does not take long, so do not leave this on the stove and go take a text message or go to the bathroom or anything. This will get done pretty quickly. That's why you have to make sure you keep stirring it, alright guys? Guys, if it starts to smoke up, like the stuff, go ahead and pull it back, let it cool down a bit, turn your stove down a little bit, because if it starts to do that, then it could get pretty bad. Alright guys? Alright guys, once it's ready, go ahead and get your containers to pour. I'm using just some cardboard and some toilet paper tubes. I'm just going to put them in there. If I had a hot gun, I would glue it around there because I know this will push itself out from around the bottom. It'll pop up like that. But I'm just going to set a heavy piece of metal on it like that. Two things, guys. One, whenever you go to clean up, apparently you just put water in it and it'll all dissolve slowly but surely. See, that's where all the concentrated part is. And second, this proves to us that they're not waterproof. You can't throw them in the water and expect to smoke up the lake. Alright guys, while I'm waiting for the pan to dissolve or do its thing, I'm going to go ahead and mix up the next one, the one with the baking soda. So, I'm not going to add a whole 1/4 cup of baking soda like you would think. I'm just going to add about maybe that much. Not much, just to see how much, and see if it will be a significant difference or not. Alright guys? Be right back, I'm going to go ahead and get this mixed up. Potassium nitrate, sugar, and lastly, the baking powder. See, as I didn't add that much, because I heard it doesn't really need a lot to get a good mixture. I'm just going to do the same type of mixing. Just going to mix these up really well. And then I'm going to get the stick, and I'm going to stir that up as well. Alright guys, now that we've got our stuff all mixed up, let's go check on that pan. And as you can see, the pan is completely clean. I'm going to dump the water out. I'm going to go ahead and dry it out and put the mixture in. And let's go ahead and start stirring it up and heating it up. Alright guys, so what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make 2 other ones. And with these other ones, I'm going to add half of 1/4 to 1/8 of baking soda. And then I'm going to add a full 1/4, you know? And we're going to see which of these 3 with the baking soda will burn. And then we're going to burn the original one without the baking soda. And we're going to see which one burns the best. Be right back at y'all. Alright guys, one thing I'm able to notice is this 1/4, not even 1/4. But the first test for the baking soda is a little bit darker. And it's also not as sticky around the edges and stuff. It's sticking together a lot more. So guys, something really interesting happened. Whenever I was pouring it, it filled up and it was overfilled and everything. But now, it's completely condensed. It's like someone jammed their thumb right in there. And there's only this small leakage on the outside, which was already there before. So I guess it just condensed itself from the baking soda. Because the other one we have over here, which is a lot lighter color, didn't do that. I'm not too sure. And while that's hardening and setting, I'm going to go ahead and get the other stuff ready to go. Potassium nitrate, sugar. I'm just going to mix the baking soda up in between these. And this time it was a 1/8 amount, alright guys? And again, I'm just going to do a simple cup shake. And then I'm going to get my stirring stick and I'm going to stir it up. Alright guys, one thing I've noticed is it's gotten to this state, but it hasn't done much else. It looks like it's just now starting to get to that liquidish state. But it has taken a lot of time. Like, not a lot, but a lot compared to these other 2. But it'll get there eventually, so just gotta keep on waiting. But eventually, that's one thing I've noticed with these halves. Like, this half baking soda thing, it is not caramelizing at all. Not yet, at least. Guys, it is not turning into that caramel stuff. So, I don't know, it looks more like frosting on a cupcake. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in there like this, because it's got to harden up anyways. And we're going to see what this does, alright? Guys, I went ahead and made these, but I'm going to go ahead and mix it up real quick, and this will be the 3rd test. See you in a minute. Guys, so this mixture made a lot. So I'm just only going to pour, not the whole thing in, maybe like that much. And I'm just going to get rid of this. Let's see what happens with this. Let's see if it's going to turn into one of these little nasty things, or if it's going to turn into something like this. Honestly, I'm expecting more of something like this, because that, ugh. Maybe something like this. This is the second one. So let's find out. Alright, so this is about the best I can get, and now it's starting to look more like, you know, brownie dough. Kind of looking a little good. Might put in a little muffins in, you know. Put some frosting on it after it gets done. Be good to eat it up, you know. Alright guys, now that these are done, I will get back to you and test them tomorrow. And through the magical powers of editing, it has now been one whole day. Let's go ahead and test these off. There's the original. There's the second one. The third one. And finally, the last one. I'll go ahead and start lighting the first one. And there's the first one. Letting off a nice jet, tons of smoke. It's nice, nice. It's a lot more. That was pretty quick. Let's go ahead and stomp this out real quick. So that was about a 30-second run with a nice cloud of smoke. Let's go and test out the third one. Or second one, my bad. And there we go. This is the second test. Letting out thicker smoke, darker, nastier smelling. Runtime is lasting about the same, really. That was not what I expected. First one held up a lot better. And now my expectations for the next 2 were not too high. I'm gonna go and stomp this out. It's also left out this big stuff. I guess this is the baking soda. Alright, let's go and test out the next one. This is not much. Not much at all. I'm expecting a lot more smoke from these. It's definitely burning longer. I can go ahead and say that. It's definitely burning a lot longer. But not nearly as thick as the first one. There it goes. Doing that other stuff. It kind of looks like those old snake firecrackers, you know? Could I call this a 2-in-1 project? Doubtful. Yeah, that did not do much at all. Still going though, so I'll go ahead and give it that. And that seems to be it. That's all she wrote. And let's go ahead and test out this last one. This little brownie looking one. I got high expectations for this one. I'm expecting there to be a huge smoke cloud. Let's hope I'm right. And here it goes. So exciting. Whoa, I wonder what's gonna happen next. The stuff it's letting out is actually really cool. It's got this other type of smoke coming out. Maybe that's just from the cardboard. This stuff right here looks pretty cool. Smoke it's letting off though is nothing. I mean, baby campfire at most type of smoke. The runtime though is a lot longer. Almost a full minute now. I'd say it's got another 10 seconds on it at least. Maybe 5, maybe 10, I was wrong. Yeah, and that's it for that one. That wasn't anything. And it did leave this cool stuff, but that's about it. Oh, there it goes. Start stomping on it, and that's when all the smoke comes out. Well, guys, if I had to say, I'd say the first one wins. Guys, as we saw out there, the first one let out a huge puff of smoke, like tons and tons of smoke. Second one didn't do well at all. It had a little bit longer runtime, but not much. The last two are really where the runtime started kicking up, but the smoke decreased immensely. So, honestly, if I had to pick one to start using these for anything, I'd pick the first one and just make larger amounts. That's all I got to say for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the build. Have fun making it if you do.